So I want to tell you how to use the optical comparator to measure parts. The first thing you want to do is just place your part on the bed. We're going to look at a screw. We can go ahead, we have two switches here. We have profile and we have surface. What profile does is it shines a light past the part into the lens. What surface does is it's actually shining a part from the lens, and then reflected light from the part is picked up back by the lens. So if you want to look at blind features on one side of a part, you need to use surface mode. But it's a lot darker, so usually we use profiling mode. In order to focus the part, we have a small knob down here, and it just moves the entire table further or farther away from the lens. So just get the thing focused. We have an x-axis here and a y-axis here. In order to make measurements, we need to turn on the DRO. So, say for instance we wanted to see how many threads per inch there are. So let's center this inside line over the center of a thread. Let's zero the y-axis and let's count threads. Well, unfortunately we ran out of thread, but the general idea is you'd move it 1 inch and count. Fairly straightforward. The other thing about this machine is there's multiple lenses. These lenses are held in place with a magnet, so you can just pull them straight out. In this bottom cabinet, we have a higher power lens. You can just install it and it'll snap in place. And now we're using 30x magnification. The one thing to note about 30x lens is it tends to focus much closer to the lens than the 10x does. But you can see a lot more detail. Other than that, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you turn this knob, you're able to rotate this glass screen precisely. I use that to make angular measurements. In order to zero, you just hit the zero reset button next to the axis you want to zero.